Well, would you look at that? 6-0. Hello, viewers, and welcome to Reggae Boys Commentary. Jamaica defeated Antigua and Barbuda by 6 goals to nil in their first game of League B in the CONCACAF Nations League. That game took place over at the Montego Bay Sports Complex in St. James, Jamaica. So, a recap on the scorers. Shamar Nicholson scored in the 9th minute, his fourth international goal for Jamaica. Bobby Reid on debut scoring for Jamaica, making it 2-0. Nicholson got his second of the game in minute 51. Brian Brown in minute 67, scoring goal number 4 for the Jamaicans. Leon Bailey, yes, Leon Chippy Bailey, scoring for Jamaica, his first international goal. Quite interesting, isn't it? Because he scored for Jamaica's under 23 team against Cayman at the same venue 4 years ago. At the same venue. Can you imagine that? Wow, he loves playing in Mobay, what can we say? And Peter Lee Vassell put in the icing on the cake for the Jamaicans to wrap up the 6-0 victory. So, that's how things stands right now for Jamaica in the CONCACAF Nations League. Now, you might be wondering, what was the score in the other game in the Nations League, Guyana against Aruba? Well, the Guyanese, they defeated Aruba by 1 goal to nil. So right now, Jamaica leads the group with 3 points and a +6 goal difference. And let's not forget, this is League B of the Nations League, but specifically Group C in League B. Guyana 1-0 victory over Aruba in Aruba, and the Reggae Boys with a 6-0 victory over Antigua and Barbuda. So Jamaica will play Guyana next in the Nations League, and that will be on Monday evening to be specific, around 6 p.m. Jamaica time. That's when that match will be played. So we look forward to that contest against the Guyanese. I still think it's going to be quite a challenging affair. So Guyana, from their 1-0 victory, they moved to second in the group. And the Guyanese, they got their goal from Sheldon Holder in the 22nd minute. So far, Jamaica top of the group. Jamaica, if they top the group, not only would they get promoted to League A, but also Jamaica will qualify for the 2021 edition of the CONCACAF Gold Cup. My thoughts on the overall performance, I'd give the team a 7 out of 10 based on the performance and how the team did on the night. So I think it was quite fair in terms of our build-up play. I think we did well in those sorts of aspects. And I believe that there are certain elements that we can work on in terms of our positioning and other aspects as well. In addition to that, I think that it could have been eight. It really, really, really could have been eight in the evening. I think it was a match where chances were just coming left, right, and centre. Shamar Nicholson should have got his hat trick. Leon Bailey should have gotten his base. The substitutes that came on, Peter Lee Vassell came on, Shavani Willis came on. Decent touches. So it's a win. It's 3 points. It certainly superseded my prediction, which was a quite conservative 2-0 victory for the Jamaicans, but a clean sheet nonetheless. Adrian Mariappa, solid 8 out of 10 performance, like he normally does for Jamaica at the international level. So it's good to see him getting a back in national colours. The last time he played was against Cayman, so I'm happy to see that he's gotten a performance. So that's good. Damon Lowe getting some valuable experience from him. So I'm very happy with that as well. And I know the fans will be wanting to know what does this mean like for Jamaica and all of that in the grand scheme of things, and what does that mean for the overall stats and those sorts of aspects. Well, Shamar Nicholson, his brace, it takes him up to 5 international goals for Jamaica. That's right. 5 international goals in 12 appearances. Scored against USA in a friendly and the Gold Cup, and Curacao as well in the Gold Cup as well. And a brace this evening, which takes his tally up to 5. Leon Bailey, his first international goal for Jamaica at the senior level. Scored against Cayman and at under 23, and now scoring for Jamaica against Antigua and Barbuda. Brian Brown also getting his first international goal for Jamaica. So that's very good for him. Peter Lee Vassell, goal number 6 for him in national colours. He scored against Antigua already. In fact, his first ever goal for Jamaica came against Antigua and Barbuda, and that was in April of last year. That was over in St. John's. Scored against Grenada as well. He scored against Barbados. He scored against Bonaire. So he has some very good experience under his belt where that is concerned. Damien Lowe, solid performance from him as well. No concerns about him. Is there an area that I do feel that needs to be tweaked? I still think the transition would have to be improved from midfield to attack, crisper passes so that we're able to move the ball more quickly, and that way the opposition can be able to. We can find more room in order to unlock the opposition. So from the first half, 2 chances that we missed. So I would say 8-0 would have been a scoreline that I think would have characterized the sort of performance that we had this evening. It's a win. Over to Guyana now. It's time for Guyana. Yeah. Remember the last time we went there? Trailing Guyana by 2 goals to 0 and come back to win 4-2 in extra time. And missed a penalty. Yeah. Corey Burke scoring. I think even Javon Watson scored in that game as well. Decoy Williams scored 2. Quite a game that was. We don't have to worry that it's going to be on a cricket pitch, because for sure it's not going to be on a cricket pitch. Bobby Reid, wow. Pace, 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 and more pace. Happy that he's in national colours, and he will certainly add something different to the team. Now, you might be saying, well, for the rest of the year, we have 5 more fixtures, right? Go to Guyana. In October, we'll play Aruba home and away. November, we'll go to Antigua, and then we'll come home to play Guyana in November. After that, it's 2020. We need to ensure that we stay in the top 6 in the FIFA rankings from the CONCACAF region, so that life can be much easier for us in World Cup qualifying, in the sense of a greater chance. I rather have a 1 in 6 chance of qualifying for the World Cup than 0.5 chances out of 29 to go play a playoff and 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 a playoff just to get to a World Cup. Just to get to a playoff, sorry. And at the end of the day, whether we play against the 5th team from Asia or South America, it's going to be tough. Whether we play on Australia or a Chile or a Uruguay, I like my chances 1 out of 6 better. That's what is needed. Reggae Boys fans, what are your thoughts about the overall performance of the team? Were you impressed by it? Do you think that there's something genuinely that you're concerned about? For the rest of the year, it's just going to be Caribbean teams that we're going to be playing. And as I said, I'm not going to accept anything less than 18 points. If we do reach a stage, though, where we win the next 3 games, right? So that would mean 12 points. And the second place team in the group has 4. Then I can say, you know what? We have an 8-point gap. Even if we lose the next 2 games, we're still going to top the group. Then I would say to myself, let's bring in the Michael Seatons of this world. Let's start Amal Knight. Let's give an opportunity in central defense to Jamoy Topi. In midfield, let's give Peter Lee Vassell a sustained run. 60 minutes, 70 minutes? Let's start Deva Orgil. Let's give Niku Daly a run. Tyreek McGee. I'm all for that. I'm all for that. Do you agree, Reggae Boys fans? Do you agree? Well, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. The national team will leave the island on Saturday, and they'll arrive later on Saturday as well. So they'll get in roughly 2 training sessions before the game against Guyana. Hot conditions. I've been to Guyana as well. But Reggae Boys fans, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to Reggae Boys Commentary.